Hey guys, hey, hope you're doing well. So today we're gonna talk about the term emotionally unavailable. And the reason why we're gonna talk about it is because some of you are dealing with people who are emotionally unavailable, or so they say. So we're gonna discuss what it truly means and what it truly is about. Again, this is all from psychology's point of view. It's all scientifically proven. Um, just to make that clear, it's not my own opinion. These are the facts. So listen up. The truth is, nobody is emotionally unavailable. You know, sure, there are some people with serious disorders, but that is rare and that is not what we are talking about. So nobody is emotionally unavailable. What do I mean by that? Emotions are something that we can't control. We can control our emotions, but we can't control, whether we're gonna fall in love or not. It just happens. Love just happens. Love is not something that you can control, which I tell you all the time. So it's not something you can control in terms that you can control the person and control who's going to love you and things like that. But it also means it's something you can't control who you're going to fall in love with and when and all of those things. It just develops. The feelings just develop, right? So, having said that, what does it mean when people tell you I'm emotionally unavailable? It basically means that they are afraid. They are afraid. So being emotionally unavailable is a choice. And it does not mean that these people have not developed emotions. It doesn't. They might have. So basically, people decide they're not going to fall in love ever again. And the reason why they do this is because they were really hurt, or they weren't, but they are afraid of getting really hurt. Mostly, however, they have, experienced it, and this is why they have decided, oh no, I'm never going through this again. Love hurts. It always ends badly for me, and then I suffer for years and I'm not okay. And I don't want to go through that again. I will no longer do that. And it's very interesting that in majority of the cases, this will be men who will decide that. And you know why, girls? Because they're actually more sensitive than we are. They seem like they're not, and they pretend they're not because it's kind of, that masculine thing. But truthfully, they are because it's so hard for them to go through breakups. It's way harder than for us because we know how to deal with it, and we are not afraid of being sad and desperate and lonely and crying and all of that. Well, for the most part we're not, right? And we feel our feelings, is what I'm trying to say. Even when they are really bad, we feel them. And men, they don't. They try to avoid them and they try to pretend they're okay, and they're not. And since they are trying to kind of put everything under the rug, it's way worse for them, because that's the worst thing you can do, and it lasts longer for them. So a lot of them will, after a really bad breakup, just decide, okay, I'm never going through this again. I am just going to be emotional and available. I'm just going to keep everything casual, and I will not get involved in anything serious. And I'm just not going to show my emotions. That's what it is really about. I will never say I love you again, and I will just never, get into a deep connection. And absolutely, just because somebody is with you in some sort of situationship or whatever it is, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to develop feelings. So, right, we develop them sometimes, sometimes we don't. That's just how it is. We can't know. But being emotionally unavailable is just not a thing, because feelings will develop whether we want it or not if we connect with someone. And some people will kind of keep everything very superficial, just so they don't really get to know the other person and don't like develop feelings because they know they might. So there's different ways how this emotional unavailability, sorry, it's hard to pronounce, may play out. But the point is, it's not really a thing. It's not really a thing. It's a choice. It's a choice, and it's done by people who don't want to get hurt again, who are afraid to love, who are afraid of breakups, going through hard times, going through negative emotions. They are afraid. So that is what it means to be emotionally unavailable. And yes, sure, this does apply to women as well. It's just more common with men, but absolutely there are women like this as well. And it's the same. It's the same thing. They're afraid. They're afraid. They've been very hurt before, and they just don't wanna get hurt again. And that is what that's about. That is the honest truth about being emotionally unavailable. I hope this was helpful.